I expect Jalen Hurts to go out there and throw the ball around because no quarterback needs to throw the ball around more than Jalen Hurts. And as many of you want to believe that Jalen Hurts is an accurate passer, he will not be when he gets to the NFL because he wasn't against Iowa State. He wasn't against Texas Christian. He wasn't against Louisiana State University. Okay? He was against UCLA. They were trash. He was against Houston. They were trash. He was against Texas, sorta, kinda, with the behind-the-back magic. But Texas wasn't very good, were they?
Nope.
Okay? He had to go down 28-3 to Baylor and then needed some help. Okay? Which gets me back to Pro Day. Pro Day is about pro players. Pro Day is about players that can help you on your 53-man roster. Not about your stars, but about the pro football players. Mm-hmm. And the pro football players that I think Oklahoma has to show are Parnell Motley, R.J. Proctor, and Lee Morris. Lee Morris walked on from Allen, Texas, became what I believe was the best tight end at Oklahoma while he was still there. I don't know why Grant Calcaterra was still getting all these opportunities when Lee Morris was out here just catching everything, turning it into a touchdown. Dude is a big body. He's got great hands. And he's got NFL size, and he was a special teams dynamo. Okay? My favorite story about Lee Morris is actually special teams. Shane Beamer told this story. He's talking to a youngster about how to play special teams. And he would say, this is how Lee Morris would do it, and Lee would do it this way, and you should be able to do it that way. To which that child said, yeah, but that's Lee Morris. As if Lee Morris is some sort of superhero. You feel me? Okay? Parnell Motley had one of the best seasons by a cornerback in college football, bar none, last year. 33 pass breakups over his career, 13 alone last season. Okay, he's 5th all-time in pass breakups at Oklahoma. 5 forced fumbles in one season. That's 2nd all-time. Or not all-time, 2nd nationally. Okay? Perspective here. Xavier McKinney, dude that I think Dallas should take at 17, he only had 3. Also, Xavier McKinney ran 4.62, 4.63.
Yeah, that's fast. 4.62, 4.63. You're burner, aren't you?
Okay.
No cop in America is going to be able to catch you.
Okay. All right. Okay. All Big 12 tournament first team, right? We know about that. And he was only like one of the only dudes, if not the only dude, who actually had a good game against LSU. Look, Joe Brady was 29-39 for like 1 million yards and like 98 touchdowns against Oklahoma. But 2 of them pass breakups, 2 of them incompletions came courtesy of Parnell Motley, who had 7 tackles in the game and a forced fumble against the best offense in the history of college football, statistically speaking, and you can look that one up.
Yeah, that's got to matter for something, right?
If he runs faster than Damon Arnett, because the peanut gallery over here making jokes, at Ohio State, if you run 4.55, I think you could be 2nd, 3rd round pick. He didn't get the invite to the scouting combine. I thought that was a snuff. I thought that he should have been there. Okay? But if he shows out, runs fast, at 6 feet, 170 pounds, 75, 180 pounds, I think he's going to be all right. Because he's a better prospect than Graylin Arnold. Graylin Arnold's like 5'9". I don't know that that's something I want. Okay? He's a better prospect than A.J. Green, who also ran 4.6 in the 40-yard dash. And I'm sticking to this, even as Peanut Gallery over here is over here trying to tell y'all different. 4.6 is slow. 4.6 is pedestrian at the cornerback position, though.
Hey, I'm just saying, have Jason Voorhees chase you with a 4.6. Who's getting away?
Yo, man, you know how many people actually know who Jason Voorhees listen to this?
I'm just saying, watch it be 28 days later, have your zombies running 4.6.
He ain't no Jason Verrett.
See what happens.
He ain't no Jason Verrett. Okay? All right? Let's stop all that.
Jason Voorhees got the measurables.
So did Jason Sehorn, but I don't see you riding for him.
Coming off the edge.
He was 4'5".
Coming off the edge, coming for your teams.
Look here, man. I think that Parnell Motley stands to have a really great opportunity here. R.J. Proctor's another guy I expect to have a great opportunity because he's played almost every position on the offensive line, just hadn't snapped the ball in college. Played left tackle, left guard, had some holding penalties, but he had never played left tackle before. He was put out there because that's what Bill asked him to do. Tells you what he thought about Eric Swinton. Eric Swinton is probably going to be the starter left tackle, but R.J. Proctor started the last 4 games at left tackle for Oklahoma, and he's got that film of Kavlon Chasen in the Peach Bowl that he's going to have to show people he put away. but he was rocking around about 335 during the season. Says he's down 315. You'll hear that interview later on the podcast. He's phenomenal. I enjoyed talking to him. Also has some really great things to say about Bray Walker and, yeah, Eric Swinson. So I think that's cool. But those three dudes, Lee Morris, RJ Proctor, Parnell Motley, that's what this pro day is about. Jalen Hurts needs to throw footballs to everybody who wants to catch footballs. Like if you bring out your child for throw the football around day, I think that Jalen Hurts should be throwing that child passes because Jalen Hurts needs to show everybody he can put it on them and he's accurate. It would help if CeeDee Lamb shows up, but I don't know that CeeDee Lamb needs to do much. You know, he ran 4.5. Jalen Hurts ran 4.5. So it's not incredibly fast either, is it? But if you CeeDee Lamb and you got double XL hands and your comp is DeAndre Hopkins, you ain't got to be that fast.
I was about to say, he's got the tape. I was about to say, who's arguing about how good CeeDee Lamb is as a receiver?
Colin Coward.
Okay.
Yeah, he thinks he's going to bust.
The man got a job.
Hey, everybody got to make some coin, you know? Everybody got to take. And they got a nice segment. When he was right and when he was wrong. It's pretty decent. All right, so I covered Pro Day. I covered Kevin Durant. I covered NFL and Dak and Cowboys because I love the Cowboys. But Jerry Jones don't love the Cowboys as much as I love the Cowboys because he's still calling shots. I don't care. It's his thing. If it was my thing, I would be calling the shots too. I really would. Y'all would be so mad at me. And I think that's the part of this that makes everybody so upset is we're not the billionaire in charge of the most valuable franchise in the history of the world. Mm-hmm. Because if it was us, we would obviously do some things different. And we like to think that we would have the humility to step away from it and let football people make football decisions. But what I've come to find is the individual persons, so selfish.
Yeah, no, you like to think that you'd be the hero that would lead the franchise that you've loved since a child to every championship with a whole bunch of Hall of Fame players. But really, you're probably James Dolan.
Well, yeah. You like to think that you are the man sitting at dinner with Rachel Dawes and Bruce Wayne talking about what Gotham needs, but who you are is actually the dude in the hospital bed while the Joker walks up to you and saying, hey, look, you like me. Be like me. I have more fun. Blow everything to hell. You already lost half your face. What else you gonna lose? The other half of your face?
Oh, yeah.
That's where Jerry Jones is. He's in the blowing up the other half of his face cycle because Jimmy Johnson goes over here and turns it into a winner. He says, nah, the hell with that. I'm going to do it.
Run your franchise off a coin toss.
Golly. You know that's what they doing, though, right?
Yeah.
He had to be talked out of Johnny Football. I never will forget that. Yo, Jerry, we can't let you tell us to draft Johnny Manziel. It's my team. Jerry, we can't let you tell us to draft Johnny Manziel. I saw draft day the one time. I want Vontae Mack. That's Jerry Jones. But you know what? Nothing will ever beat Al Davis. Al Davis drafted the 4 fastest dudes of the top 14 fastest dudes over a 3-year span.
At least my dude had a philosophy.
I'm looking for the next Tim Brown. Always and forever.
Yeah.
Giving Justin Gatlin a tryout.
Give me the fastest dudes you got.
I never will forget he gave Justin Gatlin a tryout. That was so good. Justin Gatlin like 165. Can't catch. Yeah, but he can run sub 10 seconds in the 100 meter. You can't teach speed.
But he'll just take the top off of any defense. I mean,
and then be stone hands, be Featherstone in Necessary Roughness.
All he needs to have is a 25%.
Talk about don't throw it to stone hands.
You give Justin Gatlin a 25% catch rate, knowing that every one of those catches is probably going to go for 60. I mean, the math checks out.
Here's the thing, though. There are dudes that are just as fast as Justin Gatlin in the NFL. Some of the fastest men in the world play college football in
Yeah,
in
and
the
Al
NFL.
Davis drafted them all.
No, he didn't because John Ross is playing at Cincinnati.
I mean, Al Davis is.
Henry Ruggs is not going to be an Oakland Raider.
He's
Or
dead.
nobody's going to be an Oakland Raider anymore. Las Vegas Raider. You know. Now we're heading into the free agency period. So this is the obligatory Tom Brady segment. Because nothing is not going to move the needle on my channel and in this podcast more than a good, strong, where's Tom Brady going to go segment. So we're going to do that here and now because I'm covering the biggest topics in sports. Isn't that right, Ron?
Yeah, absolutely you are.
Okay.
Just a titan of the industry.
That's what we doing, right? It's me behind my big desk on my cable radio show 3 hours a day talking about Tom Brady is headed up to here with your man Bill Belichick. They are falling out, okay? I know this because I heard this on another local radio sports show, because that's where I get my takes. I listen to local radio and I go steal the take and then I go talk about it on national radio.
Right. Content.
Right, it's all content. Okay. And in the interest of time, I'm boil it down to this. Okay. If Tom Brady has had it up to here with Bill Belichick and he's willing to test free agency, it also means that Bill Belichick gets exactly what he wanted probably 4 years ago. He gets to take a quarterback that he picked that ain't Tom Brady to show everybody he could do this without Tom Brady and doesn't have to put up with Tom Brady moaning and complaining about Gronkowski and not having weapons, because nobody dislikes having weapons more than Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick does not want offensive weapons. He said, I tried Josh Gordon. It didn't work. I tried Antonio Brown. It didn't work. Rob Gronkowski's getting on my damn nerves. Okay? I was here for Logan Mankins. I sent him packing too. All right?
I think he loves weapons. I'm sorry. Good. Continue this take. Go ahead, but I have something.
I drafted Aaron Hernandez and he murdered people. I tried. I
drafted killers.
I tried.
I literally got them.
What I want is the dude from Kent State that played quarterback. That's what I want. Okay? What I want is a dude that's going to play both ways for me like Troy Brown. That's what I want. I want that, and I want an outstanding defense. After that, I don't really give a good damn who the wide receivers are. I'll draft running backs, but as soon as they look washed, I want to trade them, just like I want to trade Tom Brady. But this dude named Bob Kraft wouldn't let me do it. Instead, he walking in and out of parlors and talking all sorts of noise about how much I want Tom Brady to retire as a New England Patriot. And I'm in the business of winning football games. You know, me and Nick Saban, we breathe the same air. I don't care nothing about no personnel as long as you here to win and you show up on time. I cut a dude who rushed for over 200 yards because he showed up late to a practice one time. That's a true story. Anyway, you had something you wanted to...
I was just going to say that Bill Belichick, I think he loves weapons. I just think that he hates people talking about that he needs to have weapons. Soon as you bring it up to him, it's like, you have a weapon that you need to maintain. He's like, this conversation's a little too much. I want this to be about me and what I do, not what they do.
Because so many people told Bill Belichick for so long that he was going to be sorry. And you know what? He was doing a lot to prove to everybody that he was sorry. Mm-hmm. And then things happened with the Patriots, fell into place, and all we're doing is talking about the process and do your job. And I'm like, y'all don't remember when Bill Belichick was actually coaching at Cleveland?
You know they don't.
Or the Jets? Because I remember,
first
he's
off,
trash.
Of course you do. If you watch ESPN, because they bring it up every 15 seconds. Like, he used to be
don't.
bad, right?
No, they don't.
They
love Bill Belichick.
He used to be really bad.
They love Bill
now
Belichick.
Look, he's a rags to riches story.
This is the one part of the Bill Simmons playbook that they play to. Everything belonging to the New England Patriots
Started
is
from
great.
the bottom, now he's here.
But to be quite honest, it's about brands, right? Green Bay, Dallas, New England. Now Kansas City because they got Pat Mahomes. But who else would you hang your hat on if you were ESPN or your cable broadcast network?
No,
if you're the NFL, who you going to do it with?
You got to go with the winner.
Yeah. That's why we talk about Tony Romo making $17 million annually and $180 million over 10 years. But it ain't going to matter much if they don't get, more shares of those NFL games. But that's getting into a sports media podcast. Ron, is there a note you want to go out on?
Wash your hands. And, that's about it. Keep yourself and other people safe.
The coronavirus is real, and y'all should take it very seriously and stop drinking that yellow piss beer.